Hello, everyone, and welcome to SpeedGaming. Today we have another match with Season 4. We've got a match here in the Lost Woods division between Sphere-finity and the French Canadians. Our two runners today are Patron and Ninban. Starting with me on commentary is Falcon. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing very, very well. Very excited to see that match between those two excellent runners. So, yeah, Fad keys, false AB keys. So that's a mode of a bit of a full clearing mode, I will say. Lot of keys that we need to find everywhere, except those very sweet castle tower keys that they are just residing in their dungeon. No problem there.
Yep. But all the others are... Hey, Bow and Sanctuary, nice find, and 10 arrows to go with it in Link's house.
Yeah, so that's a nice start. Bo will lock the boss of Eastern Palace and part of Palace of Darkness. Always awesome. Nice to find this early.
Mm-hmm.
So we have Sanctuary start for Ninban. That's a strat I like, so he goes look to see if there are bombs in there. And on Petrain's side, decides to go have a look at the first repo and the uncle in case there's some weapon, maybe a bottle in there.
Mm-hmm.
So triple level on just heal arrows will not be too useful at the beginning, but in the case of Ninban, he has a weapon.
Swamp Big Key is one of the more useless ones in the game, generally there in Lost Woods.
Yeah, that's one key that we usually don't need. It only opens up one chest, and it doesn't lock the dungeon.
Yeah, randomizer races pretty much always run the same seed because different randomizer seeds play very differently. It's not a race if one seed takes you an hour and 40 minutes and the other takes you 2 hours and 10 minutes. That's not a race.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. So we're going to clear out to have to do all dungeon, including the Ego Tower keys. We're probably in for about 2 hours, roughly. So that should be interesting. So the one that will win, we have 2 players with very, very strong execution here. They are very good at that game. So the one that will win that game is the one that will manage to be probably the most efficient and maybe find the correct route.
Mm-hmm. Ninban here is heading for the eastern area as we see... What is that on the Lumberjack?
That looks like a blue mail. I think it was a blue mail, or was it a glove?
Someone in chat is saying glove. I could not tell you what that was.
Yeah. I see that there were a hint of blue. It was blue, I think.
And Angles agree with you that it was a mail upgrade.
Yeah, that's mail upgrade. All right, so Lumberjack is probably not going to be visited today, unless they have a very nice opportunity to grab that one.
Yeah, and what's going on with P-Train Sprite is there's a Red Rupee in Eastern for Ninban. P-Train is playing with a bobblehead Link sprite, which is really weird because it looks very, very similar to the vanilla Link sprite, but it's just a little bit, something feels wrong about it. Thanks, for checking.
Yeah, this is a bit disturbing, but
I mean,
I don't know if I want to. I'm not sure I would want to stare at that bubbling head all the time, but anyway.
Speaking of sprites, does anyone recognize Ninban sprite? Because I don't.
No, I don't know that sprite. I'm not a specialist, so I don't know all those personages.
Yeah.
But Ninban is taking that bow and taking a risk in Eastern Palace. I like this, so he is maybe hoping to find some vanilla big key in Eastern Palace, maybe. That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, Hammer and Flippers in Blind's Hut.
Yeah. So both items those both items would need them. So I don't know. That's an interesting choice that Nimban made.
Silver's key in the well. I missed what the compass chest of Eastern was for Nimban, the last chest you looked at. Map is small.
Nothing important, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I the castle key, the Hyrule key. That's an interesting one because the two items in the castle, which is the Boomerang chest and the Zelda Cells chest, are now in logic, and they are never in logic unless you have that key. So it might be a small indicator to go do the escape.
Nimban couldn't grab the big chest because he doesn't have the big key. Hello, SpeedGaming Deutsch 2, rating with a party of 46. Welcome in to a Link to the Past Randomizer League match here, week 2 between P-Train and Nimban of Team Sphere-finity and the French Canadians. I'm afraid I don't speak German. Matties, thank you for putting in the command. Meyer key number 1 in the chicken hut.
Yeah, so you have a small description of fat keys, but basically that's all dungeon key sanity, but castle tower keys are in the castle tower. So you don't have to hunt them, which is kind of a relief, and you don't have to, sometimes it's a bit complicated to route the castle tower to go get those two chests, So it's never convenient to get there, so it removes a bit that small inconvenience, let's say.
Yeah, there were 3 maps in the well. Lovely, as there's just a red rupee on the race game for Nimban.
Yeah, so those maps will help.
Powder is on the library. Okay.
Okay, so Powder is behind Boots. Okay, so we hope there's a very nice progression behind the Powder, because it means that the Boots will be early, right? Sorry, I love to have Boots early.
That is true. Compass of Desert there, and 10 arrows. Someone in chat asked earlier if why Nimban skipped Kakariko. He did Sanctuary into Lost Woods and then save put to Link's House in Eastern and is now doing Kakariko. It is definitely a sprite, I will say that, for the P-Train.
Alright, so far not a lot of progression in CAC. We got the flippers, we got the hammer. That means that the next part of the route will probably be the South Shore. So we have like 9 items available in the south of the map. And we also have the water checks that are in logic.
Yes, unfortunately we do not have Zora money right now.
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. I'm wondering if it will be a good idea to... Oh, they don't have the glove and they have the flippers. They cannot really set up Boolean room.
Yeah.
So yeah, they will have to rely on their luck to find some money the way.
So they will try to put off the water checks for a little bit, I think, hoping to find some money.
Yeah. Maybe they have the dam, they have the minimal domino. That's a lot of chest. So maybe they will find something.
No, also that Petra didn't even have bottle vendor money. They're so poor right now.
Oh yeah, that's true. Didn't Nimban add the money? Probably.
Nimban had the money. P-Train did not.
And nothing was on the bottle vendor?
3 bombs.
Oh, 3 bombs. Alright. So nothing was missed by P-Train. But he's going to be able to do that anyway the next time he goes in the village, so that's not an issue.
No.
Alright, so dam check here. I'd like one day to be able to route a seed and do the dam checks at the same time I do some pass. It never happened to me, but maybe one day. Just a tough. So P-Train doing an interesting routing here. He doesn't have the money, so he doesn't want to go right to Minimal Dorm. He's taking a chance here with Agina.
Also can check the Desert Ledge, which is a heart container. Good information.
Yeah, it will be an easy grab once they have the access to this.
Fire Rod and Mini Motor and the Ice Rod Cave!
Oh, okay, so that's Rod Cave tonight? Okay, that's lovely. Both Rod right next to each other. In the same order that you have them in the menu, you know, you have the Fire Rod on the left and the Ice Rod on the right, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing missing was both rods in the two leftmost chests. That would have been magical. But anyway. So
That's
yeah,
funny.
then finding the rods and it's going to Ice Rod Cave. Only 116 rupees for an invent.
Note from Homemade Beer in chat that with that Fire Rod, all of Escape is now in logic since we did find the Hyrule Castle key in the world.
Yeah, but don't forget that the escape is also in logic with nothing. You can have to farm bombs to do the escape, you know. But with the Fire Rod and the bow, it's much more interesting. Oh, you are talking about the Dark Truss, right? Sorry.
And the back is still not in logic, true, due to without a glove or lamp. Oh,
you're right. You're right. The back of the escape now is in logic. That's right. No, you're absolutely right.
Ninban is skipping Hobo. I would check that before going through the portal so you can see if there's money on here.
Yeah, maybe.
The Waterfall Fairy. So
we got a few maps already, at least 4, 5 maps minimum.
I think there were 3.
What is it with that sprite that is swimming there? Oh my god! Okay, that's funny. That's funny. So let's concentrate on the game, but that's funny. Yeah. Oh my god, we've been taking a death near the Seraria here.
That feels bad.
Yeah, but it's not too costly because he was just coming back from the Zero Ledge, so he's just going to save and quit and go to Obo that way. Or not. Where's the band going?
Saha.
Oh, he didn't have bomb when he went to Eastern Palace. Oh my god.
No.
Okay. Oh, I see. Right.
And then been taking the risk that Hobo's not required for right now.
Yeah, but he might be able to route this later on. Maybe when he's in the Dark Wall and if he has the mirror, he can do this on the way to Plot, for example.
Hey, there's Moon Pearl in Saha's.
Yeah, and a bit of money. Not much money.
100 rupees is more than we've seen so far. Also, Green Pendant is in Ice Palace today, so there is a check lock behind Cold Stare.
Yeah, that's true. So P-Train elects to not do the water checks. He doesn't have the money, so I think I like this play. He has all the escape in logic now. He has the key. He has a fire source, so that's 7 chests available right now.
Well, the very back of the escape, 3 chests there is not in logic without a lamp because there are some sewer rooms that torches. Hobo
No. There is a torch in every room. The fire rod
is saying there is not.
Yeah. No.
Sure. Moon Pearl
I'm sure. There's a torch in every room leading to the back of escape. You only need the fire rod.
Tyler happens to disagree with you, and definitely.
Oh, all right. So maybe we'll take a look at that information and confirm later. So that's fine. But I'm pretty sure they have torch.
And,
Alright, so... Yeah, go ahead.
And yes, we decided to sign up as a pair for English commentary, to change things up a bit. The key to Thieves is required. That's a really good find.
Yeah. That will be important later on. We are looking for a glove right now for Darkhold access. So where's that glove? Is it in the back of Escape?
It
I
could
would
be.
like that. I would like that, actually. Right, so 4 arrows for that ball and chain, and then is following P-Train into the Escape. And logically, he will continue to the back of Escape.
Harpies and Zelda cells, so nothing else they can do there.
Alright, so P-Train switch to the fire rod. He will probably at least open the torch in that second room so he can see the snakes where they are. There we go. Alright, so we got Misery Major keys. So Misery Major keys are interesting in Key Sanity because they are not hard required to complete the dungeon. But we do have two chests, sorry. The 2 chests on the left and Misery Major are in logic behind those the 3 keys. Because there's a way to spend all the keys in the dungeons by some other ways. So it's interesting, if you have those keys early and you have a fire source, it might be a good idea to have a look at those 2 chests on the left of Misery Major. Alright, so back of Escape. What do we have here? Alright. So
Bombs, and the key to pod.
Okay, so that's not useless. That's interesting. What do we have? What do we have left right now?
Zora.
That's pretty much it. We have Oboe that we haven't seen.
No, Nimbian checked it. Hobo was useless.
Oh, Nimbian check Oboe. Oh my
yes.
god.
We have Zora.
They don't have a glove to farm money near the desert area. No. So how do you get that money? Maybe check some triples. Maybe the triple level 2 or level 3 will yield 80 rupees. I don't know.
Maybe you could try the well.
Well, in the well there's only 20 rupees, and we have.
It was a good idea.
Yeah, we have 30 rupees in blind house. Eastern Palace does have an area with money, but we don't have the big key.
No. Because Nimbian checked Eastern earlier. He found
he started that.
Much.
Yeah, he started with Eastern Palace, so we know that there's no money in that scene. This is not fun. Honestly, this is not fun.
No.
But yeah, it's both of them will need to farm money. And because progression is at 0.
They cannot even go out of logic. It is their only check. They cannot do full hand with the flippers and no glove, unfortunately.
Nope. Nope, they don't have any way to do that.
We did see the back of the well and the back of Blind's Hut. Both of those checks were not progression items.
Yeah, so we had that 100 rupee here. And that's pretty much all the money that P-Train will find on his way. Maybe a few rupees here and there, but that's it. So yeah, it's going to be somewhat a bit boring, but they will have to farm money. So I hope for them that they can pull a triple level 2 or level 3 with the money. So for those who don't know,
is useless. P-Train checked it. It was not progression. I don't remember what it is, but it's not a progression item.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. So yeah, so for those who do not know, triple CR2 and CR3. Basically, what is it? You kill 4 enemies and you take a hit. Then you pull a 3. That's CR2. And if you do the same thing, but you don't take any damage, that will be tier 2. So the one that we usually see is tier 1. You just have to kill 1 enemy and then pull a 3. That's tier 1. Oh, a bit of money here. Oh, that's... Okay. P-Train still has not done the Battle Vendor. So that's why he has a bit more money, I think.
Yes.
So that's the strategy Ninban is doing right now. He's checking triples. And killing the crab. The crab didn't have anything, I think.
No. He got 1 rupee off the bushes there.
Well... Okay, so it's really a male upgrade. We have confirmation here.
At this point, P-Train should absolutely save Scum Bottle Vendor. It's the most ridiculous sentence I've said in a while, but he should save Scum Bottle Vendor for those 100 rupees.
Is it worth it? Because if you save Scum, you have to reset, start from Sanctuary, go back to the village. So, I don't know, do you want to just go into Blind House, take the 30 rupees 3 times? I don't know which one is faster, honestly.
I don't either.
Alright, so Ninban is starting his money farm. And we are sorry, it's a bit difficult to be entertaining with this, but they don't have a choice. They just don't have a single choice here. And the worst thing is that Ninban has to go out. He cannot just take the stairway. Because money is not there. He has to go out of the house.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So yeah. And P-Train is done with this check too, so he's going to have to do the same thing.
Yeah, this is their best money farm in the game right now, is to just walk in and out of blind spot.
Yeah, because tier 2 and tier 3, I think that Ninban check both.
I think so.
They don't give anything. So yeah, as an answer to the question in chat, we are farming blindside out. And P-Train is getting those 100 rupees back. Alright. So
yeah, we're left. Zora is our only check left, and we have no glove or Houlihan. So
yeah. So things will get a little bit more interesting very soon. Very soon. It should not be too long now. So 30 at the time, Ninban still need to do this 5 times-ish. 6 times, is it? Let's see.
He needs 128 more, 22 more, which is 5 trips.
Yeah.
And here goes the P-Train for his trip.
I think that P-Train was a bit faster when he reset. He did save 4 trips in here. So maybe the walk from Sanctuary to the village is slightly faster than just doing, 4 4 more rounds of money farming. And you know, both of these runners know very well that the other has to do the same. So it's not a gamble here. They know that they full clear everything. They know very well that their opponent did the same thing. So it just stands to logic that they are farming at the same time, you know, and they both know. So none of them feel late here. They just feel bad.
Yeah, they just feel bad.
Alright, so Ninban almost there. Only needs 2 more rounds.
2 more.
E-Train not far behind.
So here's a good question. What is on Zora?
Well, there are a few possibilities. We could have a book. We could have a flute. We could have gloves. Boots. Maybe some boots. And could have no, not the powder, but the mushroom could be there. It's something that will lead to something else. That's
at least one check has to be available behind it.
Yeah. So I believe it will just be the gloves. It stands to logic that it will be something that will allow them to, you know, go into the dark world and do some more checks. Alright, so Ninban is done, and P-Train is only missing 30 rupees. So money farming is done. Oof! That was long, ladies and gentlemen. That was a bit long. So you can take some bets in the chat for fun if you want. What will be on Zora? What is the next progression?
I think a fetch quest like the shovel, the bottle, or the shroom would be funny.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, well, it will be long. It will be long, honestly. I just want to see the progression there. Okay, it was a boomerang on Zora Ledge, so probably that the boomerang will stay there. You know that the boomerang could have been a solution. Because maybe that boomerang has a stun price of 20 rupees. I don't know. that would be interesting to see what is the stun price. Oh, that's boots! Oh yeah! Alright, solution is a bone croc. Or
bone crocs or bat.
Or magic bat.
You were talking about, Falcon, how if there was something behind powder, boots would be early, and you like early boots. Well,
oh yeah, you're right. Okay, so that's magic bat. And now with those boots, I see something. We can set up William. Yeah, with the boots, we can set up a William room, but it's too late.
It's way too late.
Alright, so Ninban is starting with that powder. And he's going, he's going to get that magic bat and continue on with the Bone Croc.
P-Train is starting with Bone Crocs.
Yeah, so which one is it? Maybe both of them have progression.
That would be really funny if both of them had items on them.
Yeah? Oh, that's a key.
That's useless.
So it's a magic bat. The boots were the key.
It has to be.
It has to be. It has to be. It's here. It's right here. Alright, so what is it? That's a glove. Alright. Okay, so everything is fine. We got the Darkhold access. We're good to go.
Finally.
Okay, so now Ninban starts with the south, with the high cave. I like this because he has a mirror, so he can do high cave into you know, Stampede, Zigging. Oh, he doesn't have money. Oh well. You can farm money at the archery game. You can do that. Oh, and I saw a map chest with the crystals at Bud and Swamp Palace for now.
Also, we already saw the back of Escape GFE. It was one of the things they did while trying to find something that wasn't Zora to do.
Yeah. They did that using the front entrance.
Yep.
Right, so what do we have in Hype Cave? Will it be hype or not?
Not very hype so far. Yes, we did, GFE. There's a sword in Hype Cave, and that's about it.
Yeah, I like that sword. So that's not exactly progression right now, but still that sword is the access to the back of skull to Motsula. Because you need a sword to go to Motsula. If they have the fire rod, they have access to that. Right, so we have a very interesting check here. We have the first chest of Swamp Palace that is going to be checked right now by Nindan. I like this. Sometimes we have stuff in here.
Yeah, you are here already. You might as well check it.
Yeah, it's a bit time consuming, but if you have big progression in here, then you're taking a good lead. So maybe that's only one chest.
And it is a small key to Thieves Town.
Oh, do you know how important that could be?
That could be that unlocks a chest.
Yeah, they have right now. They do have the big key of Thief Town. They have the hammer. So they have access to Thief Town. They have access to that chest. And if that chest has progression, it's very, very good for Nindan.
It is. P-Train is picking up a small key to Turtle Rock, our first on Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah, we're going to need that.
Just a single arrow on K45.
Yeah, so a bit of a divergence here. P-Train is acting to do catfish right now. So everything in that area would be done, which is good. So yeah. Nindan has to farm money again because he doesn't have the money for the Zigging game. Fortunately, it's very easy here to get a perfect score. All you need to do is wait for the dude up there to be in front of the second curtain, then shoot the arrow, and that will work every time.
Nice 300 rupees on catfish. Thanks!
Okay, so how to insult the runners. Right here.
After you.
Thanks, catfish. Okay, so that's funny. Alright. So let's be serious for a minute. Oh, that was funny.
That was really funny. Alright.
Okay. Lot of things here. That's the first bottle for Nindan. So we'll be able to check the sick kid when he goes to the village, which is right now.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's going to check sick kid. I think that Nindan with that Thief Town small key is going to go immediately to Thief Town.
I think so. Thieves Town and then Skullwood.
Or maybe Skullwood first. I don't know. Or I don't know. Yeah, maybe Thief Town first. You do the Village of Outcasts, then do Skullwood, and then you go to the north.
Speaking of Skullwoods, there's our second Skullwoods key. Not very helpful, but there it is.
Well, they will not need to grab keys and to kill that Gibdo with the key, so it's always a nice find. It saves a little bit of time. Not much, but a little bit.
Yeah. I guess it's convenient to find it now. If it was later, it wouldn't be very useful, but getting
Yeah,
that key before you go to Skullwoods is okay. Getting it after, not so much. By the way, that
Yeah.
bottle took about 27 or 26 digs.
Yeah. So, Nindan is starting with Thief Town. I think that since you can do everything in Thief Town, it's a good decision because you might run into the big key of Skullwood. And then when you go to Skullwood, you can do that big chest.
Yep.
So you
Well,
might
that's
as well
3
start
bombs.
with that.
3 bombs in the chest game is not very helpful.
No. Well, if you don't have bombs to do that check, maybe.
Yeah, but Nedban had more than enough bombs. More money!
Yeah.
Thanks, game!
So I will be interested to see if P-Train decides to go into Skullwood first. Because he does not have that small key of Thief Town. So might decide to just do Skullwood first and hope for that key before he goes into Thief Town. So we might see some divergence here. And yeah, oh, okay. So P-Train is following Nban into a village of outcast.
Makes sense, because it is a little bit annoying to do Skullwoods on only Fighter Sword, and Mothula is not the nicest on Fighter Sword, and
Yeah,
fairly
that's
low
true, that's true. They do have the hammer, but yeah, it's not the easiest boss. They don't have a mail upgrade, so... But they are good runners, so they can do it.
They can do it, but if you have the chance, you might as well do Thieves Town first, which has given them Quake, and that's about it so far.
Yeah. So maybe Quake will be useful. We'll need myths to figure it out. Because then we'll have access to the medallions. Well, some medallions. Oh, and we have a very nice gut pixel here pulled off by Denban. Very well done.
Yeah, that is not as easy as it looks.
No, you have to be right in the middle. So P-Train following into Thief Town. Oh, there was a boomerang in there. Right.
Yeah, the red ring, and there's Mitts, French vanilla. Game.
Oh, that's a nice find. So I don't know. I don't know if P-Train will route in the Smith chain after that, and maybe check out the first chest of Swamp Palace. I don't know.
Maybe.
Or maybe we'll just get out. Okay.
Those mitts gives them Smith chain after Thieves and Skullwoods as well.
Yep. So P-Train is choosing to continue on with the Thief Town, even if it doesn't have the small key. So I think in key sanity it's reasonable, because you can complete the dungeon, you need to do it anyway.
So we have to hope for P-Train's sake that this is nothing. It is the small key to... Oh, no!
What?
Oh,
wow. The small key of Swamp Palace is in that big chest. Oh my god, that's big.
That's evil.
Yeah, that's a bit of an evil seed here.
Oh my goodness. In case anyone missed it, that Swamp's Palace small key is behind the Thieves Town small key in the first chest of Swamp.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What a seed. Great.
Yeah, that's a very strange seed. And now it's going to be a little bit complicated for P-Train here, because is not going to go back at the Thief Town big chest anytime soon.
No, because it's in the first chest of swamp, which you don't want to do until you get the swamp small key.
Yeah, that's the thing. But we'll see, we'll see. Maybe we'll manage to route this in. The thing is that they have myths, they have access to a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
But we'll see, we'll see.
Yeah, the big thing, I think that one of the big things for those myths is that gives them access, among other things. That gives them Ice Palace access. They don't want to do Ice Palace right now without a cane, but that is an option.
Yeah, well, they can do. Well, I don't want to do Ice Palace without the big key, honestly. I don't like to do it without the big key. But yeah, they can finish Ice Palace. Well,
Small key, second small key to GT. The first was on Blind, second on Hammer Rocks. Or Hammer Pegs, not Hammer Rocks. Wrong game.
Yeah. Alright, so Nimdan is choosing to continue with the Smith Chain. He trained on the blind fight. Very nicely done. That's good. And okay, Thief Town was a pendant, so Thief Town and Ice Palace are pendants, and Icy Tower Vira is a pendant too. So we know right now. Yes, so we are pretty sure right now that we'll not find any progression into the Ganon Tower.
No.
Yeah, because we have everything that we need to complete all the pendants. The only things that could be in Ganon Tower will be the Ice Palace BT, but they don't need it to finish the dungeon.
No.
They just need it in logic. But they don't need it.
No. Skullwoods now for both runners.
Yeah.
Nothing on the Smiths. P-Train Nimban might do purple chest after.
Yeah. Yeah, purple chest is a long chest. Long check. Sorry.
It is. So yeah, P-Train has 2 Skullwood small keys. Nimban has 1. The other one is on Bong Rocks, which P-Train hasn't checked yet.
Oh yeah, we'll do that at the same time that he does the other checks when he does the north.
Yep. So unlike regular seeds, you need to check every chest in Skullwoods because there's actually items in here.
Yeah. But I find interesting that P-Train starts with the back because he might find that the Skullwood big key we were talking about earlier. So if he finds that key in the back, then he can do the big chest at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. As they run through the back of Thieves Town, thank you, Roger, for the commands. Shoutouts to give our runners a follow here, P-Train and Nimban, putting up a great show on a fairly lousy seed so far. To my co-commentator Falcon, and to our tracker, Celeste Summer.
Yeah, thanks, and the star as well. Alright, so P-Train against Matsula with the hammer. The hammer is... Matsula can be killed with only 4 hammer hits. It's a little bit dangerous here, but does he have a potion?
No.
He has a fairy. He has a fairy, I think. Yeah.
Yes, the bottle off of Dick Game had a fairy in it.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so that was welcome.
And that was our first pod key of the seed on Moth.
Yeah. So not a lot of keys for pod so far.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have the pod big key. So pod is we can finish pod right now. We can finish the boss, but not all the chest.
No. 43-minute first pod key, kind of funny in key sanity.
Mhm.
Kind of funny that 43-minute first pod key in key sanity. You usually see one a bit earlier than this. With
Yeah.
6 of them.
Well, I tend to. I like to go in pod early if I have early keys, but if they are late in the game, I try to wait a bit. But we'll see. They have a lot of checks that they can do. I don't think that pod is a priority right now.
No, it is not.
So both runners are finishing up Skullwood, and I think that both will do the north check right after that.
I think so.
Ninban will have to continue to Catfish. E-Train has already done Catfish.
E-Train, however, has not done Smith Chain yet.
No.
Nothing at all besides the map TR in the front of Skull Woods.
Yeah. So we only had a pod small key in Skullwood at large. And nothing else.
No.
Now, what could be the next play here? The mountain is not in logic right now.
No lamp, no flute.
Yeah.
I think that's some bombs on the bumper ledge.
So I think that, yeah, north check, and then maybe a small dip in pod.
Maybe,
Or-
but just
Or do you try to do hookless compass?
hookless swamp. Try ice.
That's not fun. That's not fun.
Might have been an armor and bumper ledge. That would have been funny, actually. Mail upgrades on bumper ledge and lumberjack is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hey. Hi, GFP.
Alright, so Ninban just realized, okay, the seed will be done in green mail.
Yep.
This is fine. They don't have any issue with that.
GFE, P-Trade's teammate, is very not happy that there is, in fact, a swamp small on the Thieves pick. Yes, we know, it's stupid.
Yeah,
Seems too
mail
much
upgrade in
fun.
plain sight, and both of them are a bit of well, actually, they have absolutely no reason to go back in that area.
No.
They have done everything that they can in that area, so those mail upgrade will stay there. I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Right, so some graveyard edge for Ninban here. It's finishing up at the north, some other map. Actually, we don't need to grab any map now.
No, they.
Yeah, all the information we need.
Mhm.
We still don't know what the red crystals are, but we can find out. With the bound shop owner. Yeah. So P-Train is doing the Smith chain. Will he go in Swamp Palace? That's a big question. I don't think he will do that.
I don't think so either for one check.
Yeah, I think that the runner are going to go in Ice Palace. Honestly. You don't have the big key of Ice Palace, but you can do 7 chests out of 8. So it's might be the best place to go. Or they will just break into the mountain. They could do that. They can do everything on the mountain. So it might be a very good idea to do that actually.
It might be. It's out of logic, but it's only out of logic behind a lamp, and these runners really don't care about the lamp.
Yeah, not only they don't care about the lamp, but let's say that you find the lamp on the mountain. Then it tells you, okay, my flute cannot be on the mountain. And maybe they will have to look for that flute eventually. So they can gather some very nice and logical information here. So
TR and Eastern are two red crystals, so we're probably not going to see all that much of. We're probably not going to see Pyramid Fairy today with TR being a red crystal.
maybe not yet. But yeah, we have all the information that we need now. So that purple chest healed nothing. P-Train is doing a save and quit. And is gonna go to the mountain, I think. Yeah, P-Train is going back to
And I think okay, this is Pod for Nimband, who does actually who got a bunch of money off Catfish. Kind of annoying, but at least they have Pod money now.
Yeah. Yeah, so Ninban choose to stay in Logic. With the Pod play, he's really hoping to find the hookshot to go in Swamp as fast as possible because he knows that he did a very big gamble with that first chest. So as soon as he finds the hookshot, he will want to go in Swamp.
He knows that's a big lead for him.
Well, he will want to try to push that advantage. Maybe.
Right, so there is not a lot you can actually do in Pod with one key, unfortunately.
Yeah, you can. Well, actually, you can do 11, 10 checks. You can do 10 checks, but it's a bit time consuming because you have to go to the right side twice.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you leave the harmless cellway, the big chest, because you have the big key, so you can do 11 check. Sorry. So they have the big. Now they can finish the dungeon. So Ninban could just finish the dungeon.
I think he will.
No.
Maybe,
I think he went into Pod to do as much check as possible. So he knows that he will find his Pod key eventually. So I'm pretty sure that he is going to do as many chests as possible.
Shield and Heart container on the right side. That's a green rupee in the first check of Hera.
Yeah.
Death Mountain so far is really not changing. Is really not giving much. Okay.
Okay, so P-Train will be able to do all East that mountain and Dark that mountain as well.
Yeah, there are a lot of checks up here. That's a small key on the island. Flute in the back of Pod.
Oh, very interesting. So the flute is not in Logic right now.
No,
because you need 3 keys to have access to that chest. 4 keys.
I was gonna say
3 keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ninban found a Master Sword as well in the Euro, I think.
Yep. Correct.
Yeah,
going to hammer jump over to get these 3 checks.
Yeah, so hammer jump, a technique very, very important in key sanity. Because it allows you to save 1 key.
Yes, it does. Paradox giving P-Train his second bottle. And another bottle. Game.
Yeah.
And a second pod key. And the big key to Eastern. That's big. Pardon the bad pun.
This is interesting. So it's a good find for P-Train because he's going to have 1 more spot key when he goes there, and he will be able to finish his turn at the same time.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a nice time save as mentioned in chat.
Did Nimman find anything in the first check of the maze pod? Because I missed that.
I missed it.
Because that's the paradox on P-Train's side. P-Train, who is currently getting deadrocked.
Yeah. We love them. Alright, so what is a medallion to go into Turtle Rock? We have found Quake so far. That's Quake.
It's Quake.
Yeah, so both runners have Quake. So P-Train can open the dungeon. And well, he doesn't have. Does P-Train have a Turtle Rock Small Key? I think.
He doesn't have a cane, is the bigger problem.
Yeah, he doesn't have a cane, of course.
He should have one Turtle Rock Small Key, it was on Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah. Alright, so no Cane of Samaria here. I've seen so many times the Cane of Samaria just like right beside Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
So maybe that's in Hookshot Cave?
Maybe. P-Train has Quake, it's just not on the tracker. There's
Oh, nice, very nice hook shot right here. That's a lovely hook shot.
In the book.
Okay, so P-Train right now can do the well. Actually, P-Train can finish Era, and he can also do the tablet.
Yeah.
So
boots are required. You don't say PXR. The boots were all kinds of hard required in this seed.
Yeah, I find it always very interesting to see to find the hookshot there, because it's a nice way to tell any runner, any new runner, or any seasoned runner to remind them, hey, that bunk is a logic.
Yes, indeed. So, also, nice. Desert Small is logically required there on the floating island. Gives them two checks.
Okay, so that was Desert Small Key. Yeah, very interesting. So a dip into Desert Palace could be interesting.
Yeah, there are 4 checks.
Yeah, 4 checks available. Yeah.
Just a heart piece on the Ether tablet.
Yeah, and I believe that P-Train is going to Era Put Dungeon of Tower of Hero. So that I think is going to set up a hook speed in those stairs, and then get himself, let's say, luck into that pot, and then he will be able to shut the pot like this. Very neat trick, very interesting.
Silvers, nice find.
Yeah. We don't say no to this. And we have some interesting information in the chat here. Already 2 pod small keys, I believe. 1 or 2?
2, Mopula and Paradox.
Okay, so only 1 in the mountain. So if we find... I think that if we find 3 keys in the mountain or behind the mountain, that means that the flute right now is not in logic. And that would mean that the lamp will not be in the mountain.
Also, there is a bit key to desert on Moldorm, so...
Oh, really?
Landnos is doable. Not in logic, but that is Landnos available.
Yeah, so another... That seed is giving us a lot of nice information as far as logic is concerned. So as long as they don't find the big key of Tower of Hero, they will know that desert is not in logic.
Yeah.
Which is only 2 checks, but still a good thing to keep in mind.
Yep.
So P-Train is making use of that book and going into Desert Palace. I wonder
Not
why
having
he's
any
not rotting
progress.
the Bumble's tablet at the same time.
Jinx, yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. Hello, Bobble's
Yeah.
tablet, P-Train?
No, but maybe it's just thinking, okay, let's just go directly through the light wall, go into the dark wall. It takes time. So you can do the Bumble's tablet later on. And also, you can finish Desert 100% right now. So,
Yes.
I don't see any reason, honestly, to mess around with the, portal transfer between light wall and dark wall a lot of times.
Alright, let's see. Right side of desert has 2 chests. Red rupee. And a small key to pod, which is mountain locked right now.
Yeah.
Actually, it has. Yeah, because it's locked behind the flute or that book.
Yeah. So that's 2 keys locked by the mountain so far. For pod.
Yes.
So the more this is going on, the more I think that there's logical progression into Swamp Palace.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that the lantern is in the beginning of Swamp Palace, honestly.
I think so too. Thieves found small key is his first chest of swamp, locking the swamp small in the chest of thieves.
Yeah.
Didn't Ban check the swamp small first chest of swamp just after Hype Cave and got Galaxy brained? It seems, because I don't know when Petray's getting back there.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly. But I mean, he's not losing any time. He's doing checks, and eventually he will have to converge here.
Eventually, we just don't know how long it will be. The more items P-Train finds, the less likely he is to go check that swamp.
Yeah, of course.
Speaking of swamp, that's where Linban's going.
Yeah. Yeah, I said that as soon as he had the hookshot, he was going to go there. That was sure. So that could be big for Linban.
He did not Hera Pox, so he does not have the big key to the desert yet, but he'll be back there eventually.
Okay, he never went back to Hera.
No.
Well, maybe he wants to stay a little bit in logic. He broke the logic of the mountain, but I don't know.
Okay, desert is useless. Not too surprising since it's pretty far out of logic right now.
Yeah, that is true. But that's another crystal. So 3 dungeons, 4 dungeons done for P-Train.
Yep.
And
second chest of swamp has our second TR key. We will need 3 to beat the seed, minimum.
Yeah. So what is the next destination for P-Train right now? He's gonna go check Bumble's tablet, maybe?
Odd might be an option. He's got 3 keys for it.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
And actually, desert wasn't useless. It had a pod key. And no swamp check yet for the P-Train is the big thing. No swamp for him.
Yeah, he's going to pod.
Also, a little bit late. Happy 1 hour, everyone. This is a pretty long seed.
Yeah. So Linban continuing on to his exploration of the Swamp Palace. So we have another small key of pod. That makes sense.
Yeah, that is available without the mountain to note.
Yeah.
Yeah, that key absolutely locks the flute, but we don't know what else locks the flute because of the placement of things. Okay, Patron's going to finish Eastern. This makes sense. He's here. Might as well.
Yeah. And he's doing that before going into a pod, because he might find some other pod keys into Eastern Palace. So that makes a lot of sense to do it first.
Nidman should also have the Eastern big key. It's not on tracker, but I think he should have it, considering the big key was just sitting in Paradox Cave.
Yeah.
He can also do that when he goes back to Pod, whenever that is. Big Chest of Eastern has 10 arrows, thanks.
Oh, nice super speed here, pulled off by P-Train. All those little optimizations, you know, it's only 1 or 2 seconds save at the every time, but when this adds up, this transforms into minutes. So,
and in a race against a runner as good as Ninban, you want to save as much time as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, and both runner knows that the opponent is very strong, so...
The cane they don't want on the left side of Swamp there.
Yeah, well, that will put a logic spike key.
Yes.
Which was not done by either of the runner because they don't have access to... Well, they cannot really do it without a potion.
Yeah. Compass to Meyer on Armos and a crystal for P-Train as Ninban finds a Bloopy in the big chest of Swamp.
Alright, so the lantern was not in Swamp Palace. This is interesting.
It might honestly be in the beginning of the Ice Palace at this point, I think?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I think that Ice Palace was the logic to get into the mountain.
I think so.
Yeah. You see there was a small key of Ice Palace in the first chest. I missed that one earlier on.
Yeah, so it's the 5th key to Pod in the back of Swamp.
5th key? Oh. Yes. Okay, so now... Okay, so that means that you had to go into the mountain to get that flute. Right, so it doesn't mean much right now, but that's always nice to know.
Bomba is, by the way, in the southwest basement of Pod, which Ninban skipped earlier. I don't know if that's required. We have not seen Meyer yet.
So what was in this basement?
Southwest basement was Bomba's.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting. So P-Train is trying one of the hardest hover to pull off right now. So he has to change directions 2 times. Very difficult to do, but well done. Very well done.
The front of Swamp Palace is not Death Mountain locked. The back is, though, because the hookshot was in Hookshot Cave.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm pretty sure Lamp has to be access to Death Mountain today.
Yeah, Lamp is logical access, and Lamp is an Ice Palace. Most likely.
That's the Argus for Ninban, who did not use a fairy on Mothula, so has the fairy for Argus.
Yeah, that's good for him because it's very costly to die on Argus. Swamp Palace is a nice dungeon to go mode, but it still takes quite a bit of time to get to Argus.
That was a heart container and a crystal here for Ninban. 3 dungeons beat now. They have very few dungeons beat for an hour and 8 minutes.
Yeah. And if we look at this, Swamp Palace didn't have really anything except for 1 pod key.
But I mean, is about it, yeah.
So what I mean here is that no big progression into Swamp Palace.
No.
So maybe Nanban is a bit disappointed, but well, it's a dungeon completed for him.
Yes, indeed. Nothing on Bamboo's tablet. He trades in Helmasaur. This is really out of logic. Helmasaur requires all 6 small keys logically, so...
Yeah, we have 5. We have 5 keys right now.
True, but we don't know
Between our 2 runners, we have 5 keys.
That's true. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ice Palace has to have the lamp. I think we've seen everything else that can have the lamp at this point.
Yeah,
speaking of-
so yeah, it's... So we'll have to find some sort of progression behind the 4 chest. Let's say 1, 2... Well, behind the 6 chests that are in Logic right now in Ice Palace. Because we have 6 chests in Logic right now. So only the boss and the big chest cannot be done. Cannot be done in Logic. But they can do the boss.
Yes. There's the lamp, as expected. Yeah. Not surprised.
Right, so we're back in Logic. Everything is normal again.
Yep. There's the flute for P-Train, sorry.
Yeah, the other thing that can be done right now is, I mean, after Ice Palace, is Misery Mire. So the... wait. What is the requirement for Misery Mire?
We do not know. No one's been to Misery Mire.
Serious? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So we don't
did
know.
Not go there, and P-Train only just got flute, so they...
Yeah, alright. I thought that Ninban went there, but... yeah, now that you mention it, that's true. Never went to my area.
Yeah, nice bomb jump in nice IPBJ for Ninban.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good hold technique. Very important. Okay, so P-Train is done with Bud for now.
Yes, P-Train will eventually do Swamp's first chest. But when is his problem? Because I think he's last locationing it.
Yeah, he will run out of options very soon. Well, he will run out of... No, not really. Oh! Scenario Nice Palace.
Of course. Thank you.
So it was not possible to icebreaker the dungeon today?
No, that's our final Skull Woods key, which is useless.
Yeah, we don't really need that. Alright, so that kind of scenario allows us to dip a little bit into the rock. And it might be an incentive to go into Misery Mire if they can open the dungeon. The question is, can they open the dungeon? Oh, P-Train can, Ninban cannot. Because Ninban never took the Bumbos into Pod.
No, I'm not sure why he's skipping. Nice Mire, big key!
Of course. Alright, so you have the temper and the big key of Misery Mire. Right there. The only problem is that not Ninban, P-Train, sorry, does not have the king.
No.
But when Ninban goes to the Mire area, it would be very nice for him. Because, well, maybe not. Ninban does not have Bumbos.
No, and there's the big key to ice. Thanks.
Oh, that could be big for P-Train right there.
That could be.
That big key could be big for him. That's very interesting.
Silvers were in Hera. Did Nimban find anything in the freezer chest or iced tea? Because I was not looking at it.
I was not either. So I missed that. But chat will tell us if we miss anything actually. They are very quick to find out.
Yes, they are. And Ice Palace now for P-Train. If there is anything in the Ice Palace big chest, that's big.
Yeah, that will be good for P-Train, I guess.
I do hope that Ninban goes to Eastern and Pod soon, because he did find the Eastern big key, so he should go beat Helmasaur when he goes to beat Armos Knights, and I really hope he remembers that he didn't do the Stalfos basement.
Yeah, because he needs that Bumbos for Mizemire.
I'm not sure why he skipped it either, because it's not key locked.
No, I know why, because he had to go by the right side. And then he had to do the wall loop again just for one check.
That's true.
Yeah, the thing here is that the chest that he left is the only chest with the bridge that is in logic with one key.
Yeah.
So it's always a bit dangerous to leave that chest.
Ulster gives us our other sword, thank you.
Yeah. So Cold Stare is done for Ninban. So now P-Train can finish Mizemire, he can finish Ice Palace. What do we need for the vote now? We don't need much. We need the GT Big Key.
We need the GT Big Key, we need the Mario Big Key.
No, Mario Big Key, we have it. We have the Mario Big Key, it's in the Mario Shield. We need a Turtle Rock Big Key.
And we need one Turtle Rock small key, because we only have 2 right now.
Yeah.
So we are 3 keys from Goat Mode.
Yeah, and we have all the items that we need.
Yes. Okay, Ninban is going back, including to 5. This is good. Please get your bombers. If Ninban leaves bombers behind, he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I think it should be fine now. Yeah, we'll do the bus. We'll do Elmazal for sure.
Oh, he absolutely does Helmasaur. I just don't know if he's going to go back to the southwest. Yes, this is the King of Samaria. No icebreaker for you today. I forget Cosmo is available, giving us a nice small key device. Thank you.
Okay, so that's the last key that we need to put the... Oh, actually, that's not true. The dungeon is in logic with 1 ice small key and the King of Samaria. So that second key is really useless. We don't need it.
Yeah, well, that small key to ice was locked behind beating Ice Palace, so...
Yeah? Yeah? Was it? Yeah, it was! Yeah, you're right, that second key was locked behind.
This game is funny. This is a really funny steed.
Yeah. No, that's interesting. There's a mushroom right here.
In the big key chest of that is 60 locked, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so Ninban has the Bumbos.
That's good. He did not forget it. Thank you.
Yeah, so... I don't know. I don't know what they will do. They will both do Mizemire right after that. For sure.
Yeah, you absolutely go look at Myers. There are checks there, you can see what the medallion is. Vicky might be there, but it is. Okay. Moment of truth for P-Train here. Is there anything required in this chest?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, that's only a map, so that's bad for P-Train. I mean, for him, it will have been very, very good to have pollution in there.
If that was the GT or TR big keys, he would have been in a good spot, but it's just...
Yeah.
That's good for P-Train, that's good for Ninban, not so great for P-Train, who needed something behind that, because P-Train's going to go back to Meyer after he beats Ice Palace here. He's not going back to Swamp just yet.
Yeah, and the thing is that after Misery Meyer, P-Train and Ninban will go to the rock.
Yes.
They both have 2 keys.
No, there is one key, TR key in the front of Swamp. Then
Oh,
P-Train
yeah.
only has 1 key.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But there are a couple checks up on the mountain with that, there are a couple checks in TR available. It's 1 key. Not much, but a couple.
So 7th dungeon completed for P-Train. As far as dungeons are concerned, P-Train is ahead. So it's been very efficient to clean up dungeons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has dungeon progression. He's got 7 to P-Train's what is about to be 5. Unfortunately for P-Train, he's still missing that Swamp Small.
Yeah. So P-Train is finding that second Ice Palace key.
Yeah.
That's just funny.
That is just funny.
Yeah.
Flute to Cac?
Yeah, where is he going? Pet? Yeah, he can pull Pet.
Oh yeah, he can. I forgot what our pendants were.
Yeah. He has the 3 pendant. So we have a small question in chat about that Ice Palace small key lock behind the Ice Palace. It's normal because with the Cane of Somaria, you only need 1 small Ice Palace small key to beat the dungeon. You don't need both. So that's the reason.
Mm-hmm. Just some cash on the pedestal, which P-Train pulled out the book to read. And
yeah, because it's faster. you know, it's a race. It's a race. They have to use the fastest solution every time.
That is true. Alright, Spire time for P-Train.
Yeah, so everything is available in Museum Meyer for you.
Yeah, we have 2 small keys and the big key here for Meyer. Also the lamp, the hookshot, cane, yeah, we have... with those... Yeah, we're fine on Meyer for keys.
Yeah. Alright, so I think that we'll find some progression here.
I think so. We need at least 1 more Turtle Rock Smoky to beat the seed, and P-Train only has 1 Turtle Rock key right now, so he wants another one to come forward. You can do it with 3 keys by stealing the lava chest, but you do need 3 keys still.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as you have 3 keys, you go for Turtle Rock, I think. And the big key.
Yeah, so the problem is we also don't have the big key. Big key might be in TR at this point.
That's possible. We have a few locations that were not checked so far. I'm thinking about Spike Cave, for example, that was not checked. The overall, that's it. So we only have some checks in dungeons that are remaining, and Spike Cave.
Swamp Small Key is the Thieves Town big chest behind the Thieves Town Small Key in the first chest of Swamp. It's a great seed for that. Mushroom giving us the cave. Thanks.
Yeah, so that's the access for the mail upgrade, which will be very well ignored by Ninban, I'm pretty sure. So Ninban is choosing to build somewhere.
just checking Desert Ledge. We have
Oh
seen
yeah, I see.
We have seen both. We have seen Desert Ledge. Sorry, not Desert Ledge. Bumper Ledge. Bumper Ledge and Lumberjack Ledge are our 2 male upgrades today. As Shovel in the cutscene chest with fire.
Yeah. So Ninban is following P-Train into Misery Mire. The only problem for Ninban is that he never finished our Vera. So he does not have the Desert Beak. And he cannot finish his...
I forgot about that. There's a small key to GT, which is not very useful.
Yeah, we already have 2. There's a possibility that the Ganon Tower big key will be in GT. For that, we need a few keys to do the dungeon, but as soon as we have 2, we're good.
Yeah. Did P-Train go into Mire before he went into the Mire before going in Mire's shed? There's a TR big key, by the way, Mire big chest.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh my god, Ninban, what are you doing?
Ninban! You don't go into Mire without the big key. You go into Mire's shed before Mire itself when you don't have the big key, dude.
Well, you will not lose that much time over that. I mean, we'll have to go to do the first room again, but that's about it.
Yeah, it's not too bad, it just feels a little bad.
But well, P-Train did not find any progression into Misery Mire so far.
TR Blue Key is eventually useful, but we need
TR! Okay, where was it? Where was the TR big key?
Big chest.
Oh, in the big chest, okay. So yeah, that's progression.
Eventually, we still need TR small keys somewhere. I'm wondering if the TR small keys are in TR at this point.
Maybe. Oh, and there's a shovel that was found also in Mire.
Yeah, cutscene.
So we have to go dig that flute spot.
You might. TR small key could be behind that shovel for all we know. That would be funny.
Yeah. I think that is not really helping P-Train. If he goes into a rock, he will be missing 1 key that isn't swamp.
Yes.
So that's a bit of a disadvantage for him.
Red Rupee on Vidi, and that's it for P-Train.
Yeah, so that's 8 dungeons completed for P-Train. Again, well ahead as far as dungeons are completed.
He might be able to go mode swamp at this point.
Yeah, maybe. It will depend on that TR small key. But yeah, maybe. And he is going into swamp, I think.
I think this is it. I really hope this is it for P-Train. He needs to check this now.
The thing is that will he go to the Tifton big chest after that?
I don't know. I mean, he's running out of things to do in logic. I think he's trying to find his logic, which is good.
Yeah.
Ninban staring at that big key.
the first half after a rock. Well, no. The first 3 checks after a rock are logic, but that's it for him.
Yeah, sorry, I'm laughing at Ninban because he just paused at that Mire big key in the Mire shed just after he was in Mire.
Yeah. He's probably somewhat disappointed with himself. Okay, so P-Train was just going to do Bumbo's tablet. Then he will check the shovel.
Then he might try the mountain?
Yeah, I think he will try Turtle Rock. But with only 1 key, it's not fun. There's nothing here.
Yeah, that's
P-Train is trying for Turtle Rock. And Spike Cave. Spike Cave was not done yet. I think that at this point Spike Cave might have something.
we're down to our the GT Biggie is good chances being in GT, and we are missing 2 TR smalls and 1 pod small for logic as well, wherever that went.
Now the thing is that we might very well have a small key of Turtle Rock into the second half of the dungeon, and maybe one that will be locked in lava chest. So maybe we only have 2 Turtle Rock keys available before we go in the dungeon.
Vortex, there are 2 TR smalls outside TR. One's in swamp. Is the problem.
Yeah.
The swamp he can't get into.
Alright, so P-Train is going for those 3 first chests. That's the only thing he can do now. If he finds a small key, he can continue. If not, he will have to exit the dungeon and go do something else.
Something else, probably Spike Cave. Well, there's our last pod key. Okay, sure. Thanks.
Yeah, I think that there's still 1 chest left in pod for P-Train.
Harmless Hellway, yes, which was the not Harmless Hellway, Big Key chest, which was the mushroom.
The big chest, yeah.
Yeah, which was the mushroom, and the mushroom led to the cape.
Cape, which leads to the Miller Gate. Yeah, okay, right. So Nimban and Vitrius, or I like to call him Viti.
Yeah. We only know of 2 TR smalls last I checked, Tyler. P-Train is 1, I'm pretty sure Nimban only has 2. There's the GT Big Key.
Oh, yeah, interesting. Alright, so now P-Train, I think, will go to... Oh, Chain Chomp. That's 1 more chest he can do.
I was going to say, I think there's 1 more available past this, yeah.
No, just Chain Chomp. Because he will... Yeah, because he will spend that key here, and then the Pookie has the other key. So yeah, I forgot about the Chain Chomp chest.
So did I. P-Train might... Yeah, that TR small and swap might be P-Train's go, but at this point, that is...
Oh, that's a key?
To Hera!
Oh!
Yay!
That's good for P-Train. Now he's going to go to that chest, and then he will do Spike Cave.
Yes, but there's probably a small key to that's probably a small key to TR in the basement.
Well, the best case scenario for P-Train is that it leads to nothing, because he will have to go back to the swamp and then go back to that secret big chest.
Yes.
If there is a Turlock small key, then he might lose some time.
There should be a TR small key. Or not. We don't have many spots left for a 3rd TR small right now.
No, as I mentioned, maybe 2 in the dungeons, maybe 1 here in Spike Cave or here, I don't know. But yeah, not much left.
No.
We are almost there.
Yes, we are. Ninban, unfortunately, doing, where the heck is Hera Big? It might be in the basement, actually, I'll be honest. With the TR small further up in Hera. And Hera Big
Vania Hera Big Key will be funny.
It would be appropriate for the seed. Hera Big Key might be in GT, question mark? What was in Hera? Silvers were in Hera, so yeah.
No, there's the desert
key. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I was like trying to remember what was in Hera, because I remember there's something in here, but no.
It's the Zerby key, which is locking a crystal.
And oh, that's a $300 there in the basement of Hera, so it's not that. Alright, Nedman's back on the mountain. That is good for him. He will be able to find his desert big key off Moldorb, and
P-Train is floating away. P-Train does not have the cave or the Cane of Burn.
No, because the Cane of Burn was in Left Side Swamp.
Oh yeah, that's true. So yeah, for him, Spike Cave is not in logic.
No.
So he's not bothering with Spike Cave right now. Okay, so he knows that his logic is here.
Yes.
Okay,
There we
so
go.
that's...
P-Train. Finally.
Well, so he will find his Chieftain small key, and logically he will follow that key.
By the way, that's 300 more rupees in Spike Cave. Ninban looks mad.
Yeah. A little bit too much money, I think. I don't know.
All
Alright,
the
so...
money after you farm Zora, of course.
So... Now... Yeah, so...
I think there has to be TR Smalls and TR. I'm not sure what else there is left for
Yeah,
them.
that's where I'm going, exactly. So I believe that Nindan would be able to finish Tororock.
He should be. I don't think there's anything else he can do without it.
Yeah. So Tororock for him, and then he has to finish Era to get this Desert Big Key, which will put him in go mode.
Yeah.
I don't see any other solution, to be honest.
I don't think so.
The remaining Tororock keys has to be in Tororock.
Yeah, we've seen every other check in the game for them, I'm pretty sure.
So I really don't know who has the lead right now.
I think they're pretty close. Because P-Train has to run all the way back through Thieves Town right now to then run back to Swamp Palace.
But now P-Train has to full clear Thieves Town. Swamp Palace, sorry.
Yes, because he does not know where his TR Smalls are. Silvers are a nice to just on the way check here for Ninman. Does not need them, but I mean, you're right there.
Okay. The thing is that P-Train will finish off Swamp Palace, then finish Tororock, and then go directly to GT. Ninban has to go back to Desert Palace. Unless he goes to Desert Palace right now and he comes back into the mountain. I don't know. What will I do?
Last two TR Smalls have to be in TR. I think we found every fetch quest in the game, so it has to be there.
Yeah, there's another possibility, of course, is to find the aerobic key into Tororock and then have a small key of Tororock into the big chest of Era.
Yeah, okay, there's
or,
that.
Or, stuff like this.
Mm-hmm. And there's GF P-Train finally getting that.
Yeah.
I don't think he's happy about it.
It's probably not happy at all.
Yes, we've checked the shovel. We've checked the shovel. We've checked the shovel. We've checked the mushroom. We've checked the powder was hard required to get into Dark World. That was the start of this seed. Wow, that's been an hour now.
Okay, so Nindan will be able to go a little bit further into Turtle Rock.
He should be able to clear Turtle Rock.
Yeah, he will be able to clear it now.
Because there's nothing left for those TR Smalls.
Yeah.
Yes, Ninban got the Desert Big from Hera, considering it was on Moldorm. I would be very concerned if he somehow skipped it.
No, he has it. He has it.
Yeah.
So Bolt Runners still have 2 dungeons to do. Yeah, I think that Nindan might have a small lead, but very, very small.
Yeah, I mean, Full Clear Swamp is slow.
Yeah, it's slow. And we know that there's nothing in Swamp. Now the problem is that P-Train left the chest and pod. So he might go there after that, I don't know.
He might, trying to find another TR Small, yeah. I don't think P-Train can skip Left Side Swamp. He needs TR Smalls, and he does not know that the remaining 2 have to be in TR somewhere. Left Side Swamp had the Cane of Bird, is what it had.
Well, right now, P-Train is 1 item from Go Mode, so he might do the back of Swamp first.
He might.
Because P-Train is only missing, from his point of view, 1 TR Small key.
Yeah, I believe the TR Small in Swamp, by the way, is in the compass chest, just below the big main room.
Yeah, he doesn't have it right now.
Nindan is basically in Go mode, we think. There has to be a TR small key in TR.
Yeah.
And before you ask, it's not behind that Terrasmall that he just got because P-Train checked that Terrasmall.
Here's the thing, Tough. It's... He only has access to, what? Mimic Cave right now? Oh, Crystal Roller Room 2, yeah.
Crystal Roller.
Oh, what? Ninban's opening level chest?
Ninban? Hello?
That's dangerous. But Ninban knows that there's almost nothing open, so he should be fine. But that was a dangerous move.
Yes, because now he needs both of the remaining TR small keys.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's only missing one TR small key. So I don't really understand, but maybe it was a mistake. It happens. And again, he should be fine.
We think, hopefully.
But I think that Ninban is going to find the aerobic key and maybe go into aerobic chest or something like this.
We've seen every single chest in Pod. It is not there, GFE.
Yeah. P-Train is missing only one chest in Pod, which is the... well, that leads to the mushroom. So, not a nice chain for him, if he ever goes back there.
Oh wait, we did have Hellway. Whoops, I forgot Hellway existed. We do have Harmless Hellway, yeah.
Oh, the Darkness Hellway is not done?
No, I forgot that wasn't done. It's in logic. We do finally have all 6 pod keys.
Okay, so that's a possibility, yeah.
I forgot that existed, I'll be honest.
But that's the thing, Ninban might be in trouble now. It depends where are those keys.
That's the last miter small, that's not
okay,
good.
So he needs one in the Crystal Roller Room.
Yes.
And if it's not there, that means that there's one into that Harmless Hellway.
Pretty much, yes. Or the Hera Big is available, locking that, Oh, yeah, that... Oh no, I forgot Harmless Hellway was up there.
So, yeah, there's a... Wait a minute, can you reset? Maybe not. No, he has the Desert Big Key. He got the Desert Big Key.
Yeah, he's beating Desert. This makes sense. Beat Desert, find out your TR smalls are not here. Yeah, P-Train's in the lead as long as he does not open that lava chest door. There should be a big small key on like Laser Bridge or something.
Yeah, probably. So, yeah, P-Train is most likely in the lead. And it's a little bit sad for Ninban because, yeah, it might have been in go mode right now.
Ninman should have been in go mode if he didn't open that small chest, because there has to be a 4th TR small has to be in TR, I'm fairly sure. Or the Hera Bigs in the back or something really stupid. There's really not much left.
Yeah, well, the progression is in the Harmless Hellway.
We have seen that.
Ninban will need to go there.
Yeah, Harmless Hellway should be the...
So that's either one Turtle Rock Small or the Era Big Key.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it.
We never... Big.
we never found Skullwood Big Key. That's true.
The Hera Big Key has to be outside TR. Skullwood's Big Key is probably in GT, but the Hera Big does need available somewhere outside GT, which also, again, is not much. What a seed!
Yeah, what a seed indeed. That was one of the stretchiest key sanity I've ever seen, honestly.
I agree with you.
And I've seen a lot. Alright, so P-Train is saving that key. Good for him.
Thank you.
Very good for him.
Phew.
That's the thing to do. That's you always try to save that key.
Yeah. And oh, Nimban never checked the shovel.
Yeah, so he has to do all those. Well, only the shovel for him, and then go back to Pod, I think.
I think so. I'm not sure there's anything else left for him. Question mark.
No, I don't think so.
I believe Nimban did check purple chest. Yes.
No.
Or maybe not.
No, he never did the purple check.
Okay, so he's gonna
And maybe a pulpit too or something.
Yeah,
he has to check the pedestal.
He has to, yeah.
Which he's doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's time that Ninban is using. So, all right. So we will find out as soon as Speedrun reaches Laser Bridge. We will know.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to be. Or it's something very silly.
Well, it's either the last small key or the Skull Woods or Herod big keys.
Yeah. Okay, so Ninban found out that there's nothing in the pedestal. He's going back for that purple chest.
It's already very silly, yes, Tyler. Both big keys on Laser Bridge would be funny.
Yeah, well, maybe there's a limit to silliness of scenes, you know. I mean, all right, first chest of Laser Bridge. That's
is the big key to Terra, okay?
Yeah, sure.
10 arrows, okay.
Okay, that's a small key. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. Let's go mode for P-Train. Alright, so yeah, P-Train should win this thing. Right now, there's absolutely nothing that can be done for Ninban to win this, I think.
I don't think so. Oh man. He was in the lead too until the lava chest happened. It just feels bad.
Yeah, Ninban for sure will feel a little bit bad about that one. But you know, it happens. Sometimes it's muscle memory, you know?
Oh, Nimban's here ice big chest because he didn't have the big key earlier. Whoa, yeah. This makes sense, but it feels bad.
Yeah, he's going to do everything before he goes back to the mountain.
Yes. Oh, I'm sure Ninban realized what he did just after opening the purple chest. After opening the door, but
yeah.
At least.
But I've done that mistake. We all have done that mistake, I think. So it happens.
It does.
It's not fun, but it happens. Alright, so it's all dungeon keys, so we only need to complete now the GT and the Aga Tower.
Yes.
And we already have the GT big keys, so sorry people, no guessing game tonight. We already have the big key. So P-Train is just going to climb this thing, 5 minutes roughly, then beat Aga 2 and then beat Castle Tower.
Yep.
And they have Butter Sword, they have Silvers. There's absolutely nothing that can help the runners now. Bolt Runner knows that the mail upgrades are somewhere visible, and they don't care about it. So,
you know, I wonder what the final collection rate is on this seed because it's got to be something pretty stupid.
Yeah, well, there are 27 chests that are not going to be open into Ganon Tower. So, but yeah, other than that, it will be something like maybe 160 or something. 160 or ish.
I think it might be a bit higher than 160, because outside of GT, Patreon did not skip much.
Well, there are a lot of, plain sight objects. But of course, they have seen more than what the correction rate would be. That's the thing.
That's true.
That is a little bit confusing. Very nice gauntlet so far for Patreon. And then going back into pod to get that last chest.
By the way, 216 minus 27 is 189, plus various others, but this is gonna be probably like 160, 170, yeah, I think, for final collection rate.
Yeah. The man managed to get that minion Mazar on the other side of the pot. That was fun. Alright, so that hellway, does it have the other smoky? Oh my god, okay. Alright.
Yay!
Yeah. Well. In the meantime, P-Train continuing into his GT climb.
You know, I think the only major items I did not write down on our sheet are, I think the items I did not write down are Ether, the Bugna, and Half Magic, which I think must be in GT.
Probably.
Or the last chest of Laser Bridge, because I think we've seen everything.
Yeah, we've seen all the other objects, including both boomerangs and stuff.
Yeah, I think we're missing shields too, so those must also be in GT.
Yeah.
I don't write shields down, so that's why I don't know where those went.
Alright, so P-Train done with Moldorm 2. He has to hookshot that chest and then go back to Aga 2. I'm curious to see if the fourth small key is here. It is here. Alright.
Yeah, right. This seed is, in fact, what we think it is. It's a miserable troll, but it is what we think it is.
Yeah. So, yeah, Ninban is essentially in go mode and will find this fourth key on Laser Bridge. It's not going to be enough, of course, because P-Train is already on Aga 2.
Yep.
And, oh, nice. I don't think it counts as a triple, but that was a nice spin here.
Only a single there, not too happy about that. And there we go.
But good fight overall.
So, gonna have the bat crash, go mirror to Aga Tower, do that, and then be done with this seed. This has been a brutal seed. It's gonna be about 2 hours here for B-Train, a little bit under.
Yeah, a bit under. That's like 4 minutes to do Castle Tower.
Something
depending
like that.
Of how many blue balls he will get.
P-Train.
Yeah, P-Train's forgetting about Aga Tower here, but he just realized.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it happened.
Very small time loss here, but shouldn't be an issue.
No, it's not gonna save us. So the last trolly thing of this seed was you were logically supposed to go to Harmless to find all 6 pod small keys, including the one in the first chest of TR, to note. To go to Harmless Hellway to get the Skull Woods big key, to get a Turtle Rock small key to go back to TR to beat the seed.
Yeah.
That was the final troll.
That's a seed with a lot of spheres, I think.
I think so too.
But yeah, it entertaining, I will say. But
very entertaining.
I'm happy to not be a runner on that seed.
Same here. You know, the comment about spheres is appropriate, considering we're commentating a race with someone of the team Sphere-finity. Oh, yeah. And the
Alright,
small
so
Vicky was in harmless Holly, like.
yeah, true. So Agatha, as we mentioned before, it's false all dungeon keys, so both Castle Tower keys are in here.
Yeah. The last bod key was the first chest of TR, by the way, so it's a logical double dip of TR for the whole mess.
Yeah, we had a lot of logical double dips here.
Yeah.
We had the swamp. Swamp was one.
Swamp was hard to double dip.
Pod, TR.
TR,
Yeah, technically pod was because we had to get that bundles. I think there was one pod key in Misery Mine.
Yeah, Desert was a logical double dip because the Hera big key is on Laser Bridge behind 3 TR small keys and the Desert big key.
That's true. That's true.
Desert was a logical double dip, it's a whole mess. I'm pretty sure Pod's a logical double dip. So Woods is a logical double dip, I think.
Yeah, technically.
Yep, because Mothula had a pod key.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hookshot wasn't Hookshot Cave, yep. Thieves was a... Well, you could do Thieves in one trip at least. There's an advanced go mode. Ice you could do in one trip at least. It's been a mean seed.
Yeah. And the beginning was a bit cruel with all this money farm they had to do, yeah. So, not a fun scene. Honestly, not a fun scene. But P-Train on Agawan is only missing that boss and then Ganon. Almost done with this thing.
Let's see how many blue balls there are.
I don't know. I did not count.
I think that was one. So Hasrobot is the one who rolled this disaster. Hey Fear, Dinban opened the door to the lava chest is what happened, Fear, unfortunately. And that was it.
That was his downfall.
Yeah. Dinban was ahead until that happened. I think it was Loop 1 or 2.
It was a pretty close race at this point. And Dinban was slightly ahead.
Yes.
By maybe 2 minutes or something.
Detroit did make up quite a bit of time, but it was really that on the chest. Man.
Alright, so time for P-Train to finish off Ganon. Last step.
We've actually seen all 6 pod keys. I can go post the whole entire list because I've been taking notes.
Yeah, we named them like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were all over the place.
Yeah, they were all over the place. There was a lot of double dips required there.
Alright, so Butter Sword Ganon. Quite fast here. One cycle, easy. Now, if Ganon can just stop teleporting, please. Alright, thank you. Alright, so in phase 4, oh, nice setup for triple here. Very good, very good. Torch glitch, one hit. Perfect fourth phase here for P-Train. Very well done.
Yeah, GG's to B-Train, going to take this game and get 3 points for his team in week 2 of League here. So
it's going to be the first 3 points of the Sphere-finity. Probably very happy to mark some points.
With an official time of 1:58.21, GG's on this absolute disaster.
Yeah, GG to P-Train.
And GG's to Ninban as well, who understandably has decided, I don't feel like finishing this mess.
Yeah, so we're going to have both runners with us in just a few moments. Oh, there's P-Train. Hello.
Hi, P-Train. GG's.
GG's.
Yeah, big GG. So, I guess that the first question is, what are your thoughts on that small key? I'm not going to name that key because, well,
The Thieves Town small or the Swamp small?
both.
Those?
Or the Hera small, or both of the pod smalls. Which small are we talking about here? Because they all were pretty annoying.
Yeah, they were all quite annoying indeed.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
we talked about it the whole season. That logic was the most strange logic I've seen in a lot of time.
Yeah, this one is pretty ridiculous. Oh man, I see no man in the waiting room. Not sure. No.
Yeah, we'll invite him to join us. But yeah, P-Train, you're tough. Are you there?
Yeah,
Oh, there's
sorry.
an
Evening, man. GG's.
Hello.
GG Ninban.
GG's.
All right, so as I mentioned, yeah, your first stuff, P-Train first, maybe.
Yeah, I think the early game went about as bad as it could go. I could not find bombs. I barely found money for bombs.
Yeah.
And then all of that ending with a trip to the bottle vendor, realizing that that's not the answer. So a hard reset to get back 100 rupees. And then
Yeah,
and
and
farming rupees in blind sight.
I guess that both of you knew very well that the other runner didn't have the money too, so that was we had a little bit of fun, but it was a little bit boring, to be honest.
Yeah.
There was always the possibility that one of us did hooligan before getting the flippers.
Yeah, but if you consider where the flippers were,
Yeah.
I figured that was more. I thought that might be more my MO than your MO.
Yes,
I
think
don't know.
it's
You
more
don't.
you
You don't
than me.
strike me as somebody who does a hooligan and keys.
No.
So
yeah, opening with hooligans is rare, actually.
I must say, between that, I think I got luckier on my whole thing because I didn't have to buy bombs. I managed to find bombs like at the last second. So
nice.
I didn't have to reset those 150, those 100 rupees.
Yeah. So
yeah, I
yeah,
entered the dark world with 0 rupees. So I did hype cave to catfish, and luckily catfish had a rupee hoard.
yeah, I think it was the insult to the runners. That one.
Yeah, that was a laugh. Gee, thank you. The other fish
after
had
the
the money
game,
you would have liked.
In the dark world.
Yeah, of course.
So
Yeah, I felt like my sequencing in this seed was really good outside of not dipping swamp. I mean, I went to the Village of Outcasts. I did, North Dark World stuff. I felt really good. I sequence broke the mountain at what felt like the perfect time. So I had just what I needed to get the majority of stuff out of pod.
Yeah.
And then Flute led me to the Mire area, which led me to Ice, which led me back to Mire. And I just felt really good about everything. But the thing that was throwing me off is, keep in mind, I don't have the Thieves Town small, so I don't have the Swamp small. I really wanted that Swamp Palace small key rather than diving Turtle Rock with one small key. Even with the big key, just that option to me sucked. So I essentially last located Turtle Rock with the exception of diving the front of Swamp. And all I got was the Hera small key. So I go. Oh, I think I may have also gotten a pod small somewhere along
Yes,
the
you
way.
did.
Yes, you
First
did. Yeah.
chest.
So I do the Hera basement, and then I'm thinking like, do I go to pod or do I go to swamp? I'm fuzzy on pod key logic, but I think both of the chests that were left in swamp were locked behind 6 pod smalls.
Yeah.
So essentially, at best, one key is going to be locked behind a key, and then I'm basically going there for one item. So I'm thinking at that point, I might as well dive swamp. Swamp may have a pod small in it, who knows? But
yeah,
let's just
that's
dive
true.
swamp and follow whatever's in swamp. Got the Thieves Town small, immediately went to Thieves Town.
Yeah,
Got the
yeah.
pod, got the swamp small, and then at that point you're basically looking for an ice rod, except for it's not an ice rod, it's one of 3 Turtle Rock keys. Or one of 2 Turtle Rock keys.
Yeah, and do you want to know where was that 4th key? Because Nvan found it.
Oh my goodness, that fourth.
So you may have talked about it, but yeah, that 4th key was. Where was it again, Star? It was behind the Skullwood big chest. Yeah.
Yeah, big chest of Skullwoods.
Which
Oh, wow.
that key
Skullwood's
one
big
is in the
key.
harness elbow.
Yep.
Yep, I had to get the big key there. It was fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Then so the interesting thing between the two of you is for the longest time, Nidban had dipped Swamp for that TR small, the very just after Hype Cave basically, and so had that advantage, but you had the advantage on dungeon completion, P-Train, but we didn't know when you were getting back to that swamp for ages. And then yeah, and then but P-Train, like, you had the lead on dungeon completion, so it's interesting to see the dynamics and who was ahead and behind. I still feel bad though, Nidban. What decided the race was you and the lava chest.
Yeah, that was rude. I guess it was something like muscle memories, or so it happens. Sorry,
How
man.
did you feel getting into the Dark World, Ninban? Like, having to do the rupee farms. Did you feel like I probably did the rupee farm as well? Or did
I
that...
hope you did,
were you
because that
nervous
was
about that?
quite a time loss. Yeah, I hope you did. I felt maybe a bit behind because we had to do that, but not too much. Like, I don't know. I felt alright. It's just
Yeah.
that it was AD key, so like, yeah, I'm just gonna dip swamp, and yeah.
Yeah, and the good thing for you is that you went back. You went back into swamp when you found the shot, so you were able to do everything. So
Yep.
that was good for you. But well, very nice. So Sphere-finity making it to the board with 3 points. So nice for you. Congrats.
GG.
Yeah,
Appreciate
GG to you. GG to Inban too. That was a very entertaining race to watch. I won't say otherwise. I guess it was a bit less entertaining to run. But you know,
After the farm, after getting the boot after the farm, it was good.
yeah.
I think this seems like a logical double dip of like half the dungeons, if not more.
Once you get into the Dark World, you always had something to do. I don't think there was ever... Like, I don't know, cleaning up Shovel and Bombos Tablet felt very slow, but again, I'm not going to Turtle Rock with 1 small key. And Swamp for 1 chest also felt a little dumb. Although it's probably... Nimban probably outrouted me on that one. Swamp, especially in AD keys, diving this first chest of Swamp isn't as bad as it was in my mind, so... Yeah,
very true.
That's definitely something I'm going to kind of try to keep in mind in future seeds.
Yeah, also something because AD keys. So when I got bow, I think we got bow like first chest or something.
Yeah, in the Sanctuary.
I almost immediately went to Eastern thinking, yo, I can complete Eastern because I'm so smart.
Well, AD keys.
Yep.
But it might have been a Galaxy point play, because if that big key was there,
I mean, I don't think it hurts you at all in this seed.
No, I don't think it hurt me.
No, it didn't.
We were doomed to full clear everything before farming 250 rupees.
That was so
yeah,
dumb.
exactly. So again, really congrats to both of you. That was a very nice race. GG's to P-Train and Sphere-finity for those 3 points. And I would like to invite everybody to follow those runners. They gave us an amazing show. So follow the runners and the public of SpeedGaming coming up next very soon at 9:10 p.m. Eastern is the second match of Sphere-finity. Actually, that will be GFE 12 against Asketerstuart.
Yep. That will be...
second match of Sphere-finity against the French Canadian. So stay tuned for that.
Yep, that should be on SpeedGaming 2 in about just under 20 minutes.
No, it's on SpeedGaming right here.
Is it? Okay, the schedule might be out of date then. I'm
Yeah.
looking at
Unless it changed. No, it's on this channel.
Okay, no, never mind. Just I was looking at this thing that's out of date. So yeah, stick around. Don't go anywhere because we'll have another restream right here of these two teams.
So I would like also to use the occasion to thank our tracker. So last summer, thanks for the amazing job you did, and thank you, Star, to commentate with me. That was very fun.
Yep, like commentating with you in French, like commentating with you in English. Good fun.
Yes, we do this in both language. That's funny. So that was Falcon here, Star co-commentating with me. Thanks everybody, and see you in about 15 minutes. Ciao, ciao.
Thanks all. Bye.
Bye everyone.